Mic checker, mic checker.
Good, good.
Testing.
Oh, we here.
Yes,
We
sir.
live.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna apologize to y'all real quick because I'm getting over a cold. I slept for a little bit today because I took off from work. And I'm kind of over it a little bit. But when I woke up this morning, or from my nap rather, to get over this cold, I was heavily medicated. I looked over at my phone and I saw some foolishness happen out in these streets. You want to know what it is, bro? It's the second day of 2024. The second day.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, Isaac Hayes.
Happy New Year.
My boy. It's the second day, and we already starting off with bullshit from journalists. I'm just calling what it is. I had to wait a couple of seconds to curse because, you know, YouTube be on that sometimes. Shout out to YouTube, by the way. Trying to hit that algorithm just right.
Yeah. Shout out to YouTube.
Shout out to YouTube for sure.
Stanley, what's goody? I'm gonna pull this up, man, just in case y'all have not seen this. I'm gonna read a couple of points from this because I couldn't believe my eyes. Already at the title, you're like, hold up. And I was intrigued. I was like, why is everybody throwing a fit about this? Maybe he got some good pointers. Not. It wasn't. Listen. Here's why Xbox should ditch exclusives. Now, listen, I don't want nobody atting this man. He is a deputy editor, so he should be able to take it. When you're a journalist, you put your shit out there, be confident in it, defend it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you sure?
But hey, I'm about to get on your ass right here because this is craziness. Okay? Y'all bear with me. I'm going to read it. You know what I mean? Here we go. He says, I, for one, can say the main reason I purchased a PS5 over the Xbox was pretty much for exclusives. Right? Now you guys can read. I'm paraphrasing here, but it's all there. You can read it.
Right.
It's for exclusives. Right? As some of the exclusives are the highest rated game franchises of the last year. That's your opinion. Okay. That's cool. So we start diving deeper into the article. And he starts talking about hardware sales because we know exclusives sell hardware. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Financial Times reports that Xbox hardware sales fell 15%, while PS5, good on them, went up 65%. Now, the reason you alluded to this happening was because of what? Exclusives. So I was interested. So how can Xbox close the gap? I wonder. I was like, maybe he gonna spit some fire here. But then he goes into Sony, talking about these massive ass budgets, right? Saying that, you know, Spider-Man 2, the leak, 300 million. I couldn't tell. 300 million. More expensive than any of the past Spider-Man movies. That's a fact.
That's
right?
crazy.
And according to the reports, that Sony couldn't even tell if that was 300 million, if it was 80. So
it was like, is it evident that we spent 3 times as much?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
No.
No.
So he goes on and says, if Xbox intends to seriously compete with Sony's first-party offerings, then you'd argue they need to put their money where their mouth is. Yes, I agree with that. And match these high budgets. Sometimes that's not needed. You don't need to match it. I mean, there's reasons why Spider-Man 2 cost that much. Is for one, the location of the studio is in California. Okay, so that's a big part of it. Okay.
Mm.
And I'm sure they can skip it with different technology features and reuse assets like they did. I'm boggled. It's almost like they had to build a whole new engine and do the game. Like I don't understand. They reused assets. I don't understand the cost.
Yeah.
Okay. So with
they said
Halo,
4 million in bonuses, though. That's what they said. They said we need millions in them bonuses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get the bonuses.
So, here we go. This is just talking about Game Pass and stuff. It's a bargain for gamers, right? And even taking Game Pass out of the equation, which you really can't because it's here, right? The smaller user base of the Xbox Series X and S compared to the PS5 also makes it a lot difficult to generate a higher number of sales for an exclusive game. I would give you that if these games weren't day one on PC. Fuck nigga. You can't do that. PS5 has 50 million players or 50 million shipped and sold consoles. Xbox has around 30 now, and PC has 120, 130 million. You can't take that out of the equation. Right? We're talking about games, what platforms they're going to, right? You're saying that PlayStation's 50 million is stronger than 170 million? False. And he goes on even further. Sony has sold over 50 units of the PS5. I'm sure he said 50 million, right? Whereas the Xbox Series X has sold just over 21. It's around 30 now, right? This is what boggles my mind here. He just talks a little bit more about PS5, blah, 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 blah. God damn it, this website.
I thought that
That website trash, boy.
So he wants to port beg here, right? He wants to go. So now Xbox has been forced into a real difficult situation. Does it try to build a portfolio of exclusives and risk a financial hit to the smaller user base of Xbox and PC? Or does it launch all of its first-party games on rival platforms such as PS5 and Nintendo Switch successor? Bruh?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
And this is the biggest part. You're a PS5 owner. You already stated that, right? Above that, even Sony has acknowledged that its console user base can be restrictive when attempting to turn a profit. We'll get to that. And has so resorted to porting its first-party games over to PC in order to generate more sales. The problem with Sony is they wait 2 or 3 years after the fire has already burnt down to sell these games, and they're still getting very low PC sales because they wait so long to put them on the system, on the PC. Xbox already shares its first-party library with PC. How come you didn't mention that above? But by launching the likes of Starfield as a console exclusive, it's missing out on potential sales of PS5 owners. So is Spider-Man, nigga. Spider-Man 2 sold 5 million. You don't think it would have sold more if it came day one on PC or day one on Xbox or day one on the Switch successor?
Definitely would have sold more.
Blood. What, you are a journalist in the tech industry or in the gaming industry. How do I know these things more than you? Unless you're just trying to cause a riot on the console war. How? Normal motherfuckers know more than this, more than what you seem to be knowing. I'm gonna give you the smoke, bro, because you published this shit. You didn't give it to somebody on the side. It's like, hey, can you read this? See if I have any fallacies in this argument. No, you just published it. Anyway, I'm gonna go on a little bit further. Then I'm gonna get to the chats. Importantly, though, making such games available on PS5 would increase both sales and revenue for Xbox's first-party games. This would allow Microsoft to justify bigger budgets of its first-party games. Let me tell you something. They just had a big acquisition. It was called ABK. right? They already have games that they feel necessary to be on multiple platforms, such as Call of Duty. They're not pulling that. That'll always be multi-plat. Same as Minecraft, highest sold game of all time, by the way. Mm-hmm. Minecraft Dungeons, Minecraft Legends. Okay. Thank you. There will be games that do that. Hellblade will never see the light of day on PS5. Period. Neither will Halo. Right?
That would be so crazy.
That would be insane, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be some
they could cancel. They would cancel. You could cancel Christmas if that ever happens. Right? Yeah. But stop port begging for the PS5, bro. If you want the games, just like people said last generation for the PS5, for the PS4, if you want the games, buy a PS4. Well, the tables have turned, motherfuckers. If you want the games, buy an Xbox. Or you know what? They don't even care. Buy a PC. Subscribe to Game Pass.
My PlayStation, pretty much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is what competition looks like.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like. You might have bought the wrong console this generation. And that's okay. It happens. But save your ducats up, get a summer job, and go get you one. This is the Baby S. The Baby S is only $150, blood. Get that, get some Game Pass, and you're kicking it at 1440p.
He said you're kicking it at 1430.
You know what I mean? But you got the games.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Okay, let me finish this statement. Well, so this would allow Microsoft to justify bigger budgets for its first-party games, while still being confident that it will still make a profit. It could then reinvest the money into further improving its first-party catalog, as well as its infrastructure of Game Pass. Most gamers think this move is implausible because it is. But you never expect it, because you never expect to see Mario or Kratos on a rival console. That's correct. Yeah. So why would Xbox do the same with Master Chief? But I'd argue that Game Pass has changed the landscape. Exclusives only make sense when you're attempting to sell more consoles than your rivals. But that same logic doesn't apply to Game Pass. Yes, it does. It's once unimaginable to think Sonic the Hedgehog on Nintendo console, yet here we are. That's because Sega went out of business.
Yeah, that Dreamcast did them dirty, bro. And I love that console.
Sega went out. And you want to talk about motherfucking profit? Let me show you something. What you should be concerned about is PlayStation. And this ain't on no console war shit. This is straight facts. Okay? I'm going to pull something up. Not video share. Let's see it. Here we go. I'm gonna share this bad boy. I want y'all to look at something. This is before the ABK deal, and I'll get to that. You see all that money right there, right here. All that money, right here. All that money that Sony spent, right? They made $1.4 billion in profit. 7% margin. Microsoft, Xbox, on the other hand, they spent a little bit less money, still made more. They said we're going to make our money work for us. Still made more. Nintendo in its own league. Right?
Clearly.
Yeah. Nintendo out here eating, bro. That's out here eating, dude.
Nintendo's out here eating. They do. They do.
Yeah.
Yes.
But let me tell you something. After the ABK deal, you can add another 1.6 on here. Which pushed them over the top, because the operating profit for Activision Blizzard in 2022 was 1.6. And it's likely to be that or more for 2023. So you tell me who needs to be worried about making profits. Chat, hit me up. Who needs to be worried about making profits? Because that article you sent me, this is readily available, my G. If you're a journalist, you dig for this kind of shit. Right? Blaqq Skell, hold on, let me get some of these chats real quick, man. Did y'all see any I'm sorry, bro. That's the intro. Hey man, I'm happy all y'all are here. We got to 500, man, before the end of the year. We already like 554, some shit like that. That's crazy, bro. Big ups to you guys, man.
Thank you for the likes and the subscribes,
bro. Sure. I don't know if y'all saw the plans on Twitter, but we got big plans this year. Big plan. We want to reach 5,000.
Yes, sir. Let's
5,000. We hit 500 in less than a month. Let's get to 5,000.
Love that. Thank you.
Once we're able to monetize, we want to raise 6K. If it goes over that, praise Odin. You feel me? But we want 6,000. And we're going to donate that between the community, our chat, and our local community at the Boys and Girls Club. We trying to hand out Xboxes like we Santa.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? The Boys and Girls Club did wonders for me in my childhood.
Absolutely.
And allowed me to play video games like crazy. And I want to give that back.
Definitely.
Helping the kids in the community. Sure.
I used to be playing Killer Stick and the Boys.
Yes.
Heavy.
It
was real good too. Real good.
So y'all help us out with that, man. And it would be, somebody said 10,000 by October. Epic, you crazy girl. If we get 10,000, bro, I'm flying to Australia and we're gonna go surfing on the Barbie.
Surfing on the Barbie? You're supposed to eat the Barbie.
I'm not that international, bro, but yeah, that's cool, man. If we hit 10,000, that'd be nuts. Let me shout out some of these folks in here before we touch up on this really quick. Twittery Snake was good. Gerald Mack, I saw the video, bro. You ain't doing shit. Like and subscribe, baby. No, I feel that. I love it. Let me see. Pixel Bit G, what's happening, baby? Slim Reaper, what's good? He says, good point. I was feeding these pony narratives, not considering PC. Yeah, bro. PC is Xbox. Xbox is PC. It is what it is. And people say, why would I get an Xbox if I have a PC? Listen, bro, I'm not trying to be on the couch all the time. I mean, on the chair all the time, right? If I want to go from here to my living room or my bed, I can do that. You know what I mean? And it's your saves, it's cross save. You know what I mean? Play anywhere. That's the beautiful thing about it. Epic, what's good? Macer, I hope I pronounced that right. What's happening? Sith Lord, always a gangster, bro. Hey, Pixel, I'm gonna make you a moderator, bro. If you're gonna be here for a while, let me know if you're not. But yeah, bro. Who else up in here? Drake Williams, what's happening, man? When Americans say, Epic said it, when Americans say R&R, they sound like they're saying, oh no, in an Aussie accent.
Yo, that's kind of true, though.
That's a good one.
Nah. That's fun. That is true, that's crazy, man.
That's a good one.
A Macer said, yeah, perfect. All right, cool, man. I want to get shit right. You feel me? Yes, but yeah, man, tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your girlfriend, tell your boyfriend, tell whoever. The Longhouse Podcast is here to stay. We're gonna kick ass 2024, baby.
Tell somebody.
That's right. So yeah, man. What do y'all think about this article, man? Like it's we're only 2 days in, bro, and it's already starting this bullshit. So Blaqq Skell, give me your thoughts on it, man.
Honestly, the title of it is so dismissing for me because it's like it's already talking nonsense, but you pretty much hit everything on the head as far as what I can think about. I don't know what he's talking about, especially when I just don't understand. I think that's where I have to leave it too. I just truly am not understanding this. And like you pretty much hit everything on the head. And like you said, even just putting this out and not doing some of the research is like, bro, you're not even trying to like accept the facts.
Right.
It's kind of odd that this is where we're starting off in 2024, but
yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride, man. It's Maester said it's a weird bad take. Like I think somebody wanted clicks, and if that's what you want clicks, you're gonna get smoke as well. You know what I mean? You're gonna get it, and that's the thing. Like I don't like, y'all have to stop. Y'all need to start just screenshotting these articles, bro, and don't put the source. Fuck that. People say, "Where's your source?" No, if it's a bad take, bro, don't feed into it, because the more clicks they get, the more they're gonna do that shit, bro. Screenshot they shit. You can even like tag the author or whatever and ask questions, but don't share the fucking link. That shit's nuts. You know what I mean? I'll be able to, if I really wanted to go to it, I'll be able to type it in and look it up myself. But bro, just screenshot the shit and move on. Even with some of these fanboys that be on here, man, just screenshot what they say. Don't give them the engagement they want.
Don't give it to them. They getting
He said, we gonna take your content and we gonna put it all over the net without feeding you.
Yeah, 100%, bro. So Supernova, man, tell me, what are your thoughts on this?
Bruh, like Skellington said, from off rip with the title was nuts, because I was a little confused. I was like, okay, well, for the longest of time when PlayStation was getting all of these exclusive games, everybody was kind of touting it as like, oh, this is what we need to be doing. This is what a console needs to be doing, is getting exclusive titles to warrant people wanting to buy that specific console. But now that it's starting to swing into the other direction, it seems like, well, maybe that's not a good idea for y'all to really be doing that, because you're doing pretty good now. So can you get off my ass a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Can you please go back to doing the things that we thought that wasn't going to work, please? Because it's starting to look kind of good, you know? And it's looking good right now, right? And as you said, Viking, with the sales with the acquisition of ABK, it's been looking real good, bro. Like, for years, you know, as an Xbox fan, we've always, you know, been like, all right, we do want exclusive games too, besides Halo, because you know we're gonna get Halo.
Yeah.
But now it's
it was always the main three. It was always Halo, Forza, Gears.
Yeah.
That was it. You know what I mean? For the longest of time.
That was it.
Right. Yeah. So we knew we was gonna be getting that, but like, to be honest, the person put in the article that the PlayStation is selling, you know, 3-1 Xbox, you know, like 3 PlayStation to 1 Xbox, right?
Right.
So how do you think they got there? You know, like it's almost like he's totally ignoring the past of the PlayStation and when that was a target of theirs. And later on in the article, he even announced PlayStation as an uncatchable juggernaut. Like,
uncatchable.
What?
Crazy.
Like, ain't nobody in business uncatchable, my boy. Like,
nobody.
What are we talking about? Like, uncatchable.
Ask BlackBerry. Ask BlackBerry.
Yeah.
BlackBerry.
Ask Sega. You know what I'm saying? So, like, which is crazy, because at the end of the article, they even went into talking about essentially, how can you close the gap, Xbox? You gotta start releasing $300 million first party titles, something that even in the paperwork that we saw, Sony don't even want to do. So you're telling another company to do something that Sony don't even want to do. Right. So it's like you seem to be a little bit confused here. And then ultimately at the end of the article, he states that maybe they should just stick to Game Pass. Pretty much get rid of the Xbox, put all your games on PlayStation and Nintendo is the solution? For who?
Yeah, for who?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's maddening, bro. It's mad. Yeah, Pixelbit G said, "Ask Blockbuster."
Yeah.
Yeah.
RP. Yeah, but innovation and smart investments will have any underdog overtake a complacent market leader.
Agreed. So
that's what Microsoft is doing.
So
and now this is the reason, Rob. I'm gonna go through. This is what the PlayStation blog, December 28th. This was published, so just a couple of days ago, right? This is their highlights for 2024. I'll show you why they're shook. Okay, the people who have purchased the PS5, and that's all that they'll play on, right? You got to diversify them funds, my boy. You know what I mean?
Diversify your bonds.
Wu-Tang, baby.
Yeah.
So listen, man, they got Tekken 8. They put a multi-plat on here. Tekken 8 comes out on everywhere, but they probably have the marketing rights. So they put Tekken 8 accessories. I like the red one though. That red one's kind of fire.
Why is the regular one on there? That's what I'm like.
I think this is the slim, right? I think these are accessories for the slim.
Nah, the Slim's got the line to where it's like,
oh, that's right.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. Helldivers 2. I honestly think that Helldivers 2 is going to be successful on PC.
That's on PC as well. This is from Sony.
Yeah.
Ain't none of this just on Sony though, right? Well, so
nothing.
far,
Nothing that was shown so far besides these plates.
Yeah, they got
those. And then we have, and then we got more hardware or accessories. They got a headset coming out,
bro.
Right?
Shit about no headset.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. They have that. That's
the first thing I see that they should have put. It's like all that other shit.
Yeah. So that launches in February. Foam Stars, that's both PS5, PS4. Damn, it's on PS4 too.
PS4?
Oh, well, they need whenever you have like your first this is a multiplayer game. They need the numbers, right, for it to be successful. So it makes sense. I think it is free. I hope it better be
free. Yeah. Is this that Splatoon, John?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I am gonna play this because I saw this back then. I was like, this looks cool to me. Just fun. I need to try this out for sure. With that DualSense, I'm checking this one out.
Yeah. Hey, what's good, Fuzzy? Fuzzy just got in here. Grumble. What's good?
What up?
Grumble said, "Where on the doll did Xbox touch you, PlayStation?"
Dang.
Oh my god. Yeah, Foam Stars is third party. It's a Square Enix game, right? Rise of the Ronin. Listen, I even posted this on Twitter. This was the only game that I was actually looking forward to that's coming out on the PS5 this year. Right, but listen, it launches the same day as Dragon Dogma 2. Listen, it's going to get fucking buried.
Buried?
Yes.
I don't know about buried.
Listen, Dragon. All right. Hey, I'm clipping this shit out of this and bringing it back at the end of the year.
All right. So before you do that, what constitutes a bury? What's a bury?
As far as
what it's gonna do
being talked about, even per capita, like let's say how many units, attachment rate, right? For how many units it sells, and it's gonna fucking sweep awards. I think Dragon Dogma 2 is going to be the next Baldur's Gate 3 / Harry Potter joint or Hogwarts joint without the controversy, right? Like Dragon Dogma 2 is going to fucking sweep.
Okay. So is it not going to do numbers? Is what you're saying? You saying it's
no? I think I don't think Rise of Ronin is going to do numbers like that. No, I say
you don't think that's going to be a standard on every. I think you don't think everybody on PS5 is copping that.
Well, I mean, only 5 million cop Spider-Man. So like Rise of the Ronin, I think they'll probably hit 3 million.
I think this is going to be bigger than Spider-Man. I think this is going to be Ghost of Tsushima style hype. Personally,
Team Ninja.
I'm gonna give it. I say 3 million units sold throughout the year.
I don't know the numbers specifically, but I think this game is gonna be on every PS5.
50 million PS5s.
Nah, I mean it's gonna be a standard game that I think is gonna be on PS5s. I think
a lot of people picking this one up.
A lot of people are gonna pick this up.
More than 3 mil.
I would say yes, they would if there was a good enough gap between Dragon Dogma and Rise of the Ronin.
I think if you're just, I think everybody on PlayStation is copping this. If you have people who just have PlayStations are copping this.
All
Like
right.
if they don't got to
see.
worry about the Dogma, they're copping. If they have a choice between this and the Dogma, which would just be because Dogma's on every system, right?
Yeah.
So if they have to, the PS5 people, if they're choosing between this and Dogma, they're picking this. I guarantee it. And everyone else,
you think,
I can say they'll pick up.
So
Dogma.
You're saying first week, because that's when most sales are made. First week, we'll see on the top 10 most played or most purchased on PlayStation. You think Rise of the Ronin is going to beat Dragon Dogma?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
Stick with it.
Okay.
And if I'm wrong, like y'all PlayStation people need to put on. Like I'm saying this just from my gamer perspective. Like, and I'm telling you, I've been playing PlayStation since PS1. Like I grew up with that stuff. Like, if y'all don't cop this and make this a big title, if this ain't the next Ghost of Tsushima, I'm gonna be just upset at the community. Like,
all right. Listen, whoever loses, you put 20 into the Longhouse pot for donation.
All right.
20 in.
All right.
Cool. Rob, you going in? What you want?
Man, I think that it's gonna sell. I don't think it's gonna lowly do like 3 million. I think it'll sell more than 3 million. But y'all doing just the first week launch? Because I think that Dragon Dogma is gonna outsell it the first week, but it's a long year, man, and both of these games are being released in March.
And I also say I don't know if that's fair because Dragon Dogma is on more systems. So
I'm just talking solely on PS5 as far as
just PS5.
Yes.
PS5. Okay. Yeah. I stick to mine then for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
By the way, I am excited for Dragon's Dogma though, for sure. I want that, no doubt. I'm gonna be playing both. I think I lagged out.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you're still
cool. All right, so
I thought 20 in regardless. So no matter who wins, so we'll just have 20 in there, no matter what.
Nova said, "I got a neutral 20, baby."
Neutral 20.
All right, cool, man. So next up, and yeah, to me, Rise of the Ronin is this year's PlayStation game, right? Like. I mean, I guess Final Fantasy Rebirth will, but I guess we'll see what those numbers look like.
Oh, they're gonna be incredible, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Final Fantasy.
We'll see. How many did? Oh shit! What happened, Cam? Oh, you froze.
I still don't know.
I got two of them on it. Let me remove that one. There we go.
I don't know what happened, honestly.
All right.
Y'all can hear me and everything cool.
Yeah. Before I get, I think Rise of the Ronin to me. How many did Final Fantasy Remake? How much did that sell? I think it sold like.
I'm gonna look it up for you.
Yeah. Like the first, I think they sold even more once it got put on PC, but
I feel like PlayStation doesn't even have anything like exclusive wise even coming out around that. Like not like solely exclusive, right? Besides Foam Stars, ain't nobody gonna be playing the Foam Stars like that. Like not over Rise. I just like how are they not copying this? I would almost like me personally, if I didn't have a PS5, this could make me cop one.
Rise of the Road. I don't.
If I didn't have,
that one looks good.
If I didn't have one, like
I mean,
Ghost of Tsushima did the same thing. I was like,
but even Ghost of Tsushima,
PS4.
Even now, Ghost of Tsushima graphically and technically looks better than Rise of the Ronin,
as we see it now. I mean, we've seen like the game out.
Yeah, but that's not everything in the game, man. And one thing that Team Ninja does really well is they like, it's, at least from the Ninja Gaiden games, like the fighting mechanics and the fighting system has always been awesome, man.
Absolutely, that's what I'm excited about.
The level development and the boss fight. So it's more, as Nintendo showed us on that graph.
I played Wulong, and Wulong wasn't that good. Y'all play Wulong?
Nah.
I saw it, but I didn't play that.
Yeah, I mean it's made by the same people. I didn't really like it at all. It seemed dated. It seemed dated as shit.
That's the same type of game as this.
Yeah, I mean it was more. I think Wulong was kind of soulsy. But yeah, it's not a samurai or ninja game like that. But it was Definitely. No, it was kind of the same, bro.
I think
it was kind of the
a
same.
different scale. I think this is gonna be like nothing you play, like nothing like any of this. This is gonna be something. And I'm more so referring. I'm thinking of the Team Ninja, like Nova said, with the Ninja Gaiden stuff. Like I'm looking forward to that stuff and story. And like I don't know. I think it's gonna be a sneak.
Yeah.
Clip what I said. That shit gonna sell. I don't care. Like
It's gonna sell.
I got high hopes for that one. I just
All
really
right.
do.
And I did look it up too for the numbers for Final Fantasy Remake. It's 3.5, I think, mil for the first week, and I think as of September, and even Goat Status said it here in the chat too. As of
7
September,
million today.
7 million. So
yeah,
it was selling.
Okay. Yeah, Final Fantasy 7 has 7 million sales as of September. That release?
I think the remake released like a year or 2 years ago, I think.
Okay. That's not bad too. I wonder what
3
those
years.
separation numbers look like for PC and PlayStation. As far as sales
April
go.
2021.
Some of my dude said Rise of the Ronin would sell more than Spider-Man, the second most recognizable comic book hero in the world. I mean, that's his opinion, though. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Gerald Mack said, bet them knees. Gotta bend the knee if you lose. Some of Fuzzy said something. If Fuzzy said Ronin will do 2 mil in the first 2 weeks, and Dragon Dogma 2 will do better on PC and Xbox. Okay.
On PC and Xbox, yeah. I expect that to do better overall because it's available on the more. It's available everywhere. So
I will gladly bet my 20. I mean, put down my 20 if Rise of the Ronin beats out Dragon Dogma.
What are the release? When's Dogma?
The 22nd of March. Same day.
Same day. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we will see. Let's see. Team Ninja is looking for Elden Ring level boost, but Team Ninja isn't FromSoft. Yeah, I mean,
nobody's FromSoft. Come on,
yeah,
and nobody else making. That's why they call it Souls like because it's like it. There's nobody fucking with it's from. Come on now, like
yeah. So yeah, let's get back to they got Stellar Yams on here that the incels are going crazy over. She's wildly unproportioned, my G, bro. But I mean, to teach his own.
What, she come up on one of them BBLs or something,
bro? Like she has like a Barbie look, bro. But I mean,
what kind of game is this? Like,
I guess I could play a little bit of it. Oh, fuck you.
Oh yeah, she caked out. Probably they said we gotta check your birthday.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. I don't want y'all looking me up. I'm not that young. Put some weird dates in here. Hopefully that's your birthday. If that's your birthday, you win.
Yeah, you win.
If that's your birthday, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
For sure.
그날은 갑자기 찾아왔지. 그놈들은 무자비했고 인간들은 무력했어. 인류는 형편없이 무너져갔네.
Should that butt scene pretty soon.
자이오니아, 버려진 자들의 도시지. 전성기에는 10만 명 이상이 살았던 곳이야.
와, 황무지 아래 건설한 도시라니.
I didn't want to hear that.
여긴 무덤인 건가요?
This is from a South Korean
이곳의
developer.
주민들은
This is going to be their
에너지
first
고갈로
try at
잠들어
a
있는 거야.
console game.
이대로 간다면 영원한 어둠뿐이지. 이봐, 우리를 도와줘.
조심해! 리스팅되지 않은 레이스구야. 아담, 뒤로 물러나!
I mean, I'm definitely not mad at what I'm seeing for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight to be honest.
Yeah.
It remind me a little bit of like Bayonetta and like Nier.
이 레가시는 믿을 수
Yeah,
없어요.
for sure.
그렇죠? 그렇다고 말해줘요.
여기 있는 누구도 그 손길이 닿은 적은 없어.
I hope it looks like that when it comes out. It looks good.
버려진 것
It looks good.
그건 세상 모독이에요. 릴리, 부탁해. 난 이러기 위해 태어난 거야. 이렇게 된 이상 나도 몰라요.
This looks tight to me, honestly.
Yeah, the art direction's cool.
It looks tight.
이번에는
It ain't all about the
구원할 수
games.
있겠는가?
Man, that's some real PlayStation type shit too. I'm not mad at that. At
Yeah.
all.
It looks pretty good.
I don't know
Yeah.
how it's gonna sell or anything like that. And I
But that's the thing, man. Like they don't they're not talking about nothing else besides them yams.
that's
The game itself seemed pretty cool.
No, yeah.
I'm not copying it probably, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it's a Korean developer Shift Up's first console title.
True PS5 game though. I like seeing that. Like not PS4. Like,
It's true PS5. Yeah.
yeah,
So
I like
yeah.
that.
And then they got Destiny. I mean, since they bought Bungie, they're gonna have that up there, but that's on everywhere.
On everywhere.
Mhm.
Yeah. But listen, man, that's it for the year.
That's crazy for the whole year. I'm not gonna lie. You can't have a whole year and put hardware and skin.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is it for the compared to
Oh God.
yeah. And this is, I mean, we're getting back on the topic of what's his name? Writing this article. They're scared. That's this year.
Hellblade. Towerborn did look cool.
Yeah, it does look good.
Stalker, the Oblivion remaster. So we don't know. Some of these games will probably, like, of course, Call of Duty is going to be multi-plat, right? Like as far as being on, I don't know if it'll be on the Switch 2 this early, but if it comes out, but it'll definitely be on PS5.
I'm trying to try out an art game. I can't lie. Like the dinosaur things. I want to try that. I want to try
Yeah, then
those
the
out.
new one looks good. They need to flesh out. So hopefully they have a developer direct this January to actually have some solidified dates
Yeah.
for some of this, because the only thing we know for sure, Stalker 2 comes out Q1. And of course Call of Duty drops, October, November time frame every year. So
Oblivion remaster is crazy. They should have did that before the hell of Skyrims. They could have threw that in there a long time ago.
yeah. So some of these aren't confirmed. Like we got some stuff about South of Midnight through somebody's LinkedIn type of shit, but
That's crazy to get some info
and
from.
I don't think Forza 6, Horizon is confirmed either, but
I don't know about that. That'd be a nice little shock drop.
Yeah. And that Clockwork game's going to be pretty dope. It looks a lot like BioShock a little bit.
Yeah, I love those things.
that BR2 for Halo Infinite, I'm not sure. That's a rumor as well, but that's why we need that develop the direct, bro. Like we need y'all to come out and talk about some of these dates. We know for sure, and Replaced ain't even on here either. That platform, was it that side scrolling joint? I've been crazy about that game ever since I seen
That's what the art style you're talking about.
Yeah,
that one does look cool. I am
it
interested. In
looks
that as well.
super cool, bro.
Yeah.
But they're the same situation as Stalker with the developers being from Ukraine.
Mhm.
That shit got pushed out. But we still haven't heard like any dates. But yeah, confirmed, confirmed. Rumor, confirmed. I'm on the confirmed side. If it don't come out, y'all can talk shit to me. Confirmed. That's in the date. Confirmed. I'm not sure about this. Looking likely. Unsure. But yeah, bro. And this is going to be their cadence every year. They got so many damn studios.
Oh, you would like to think so. You know, a game that didn't show up on these lists though, like should have been on both consoles. I don't know if you guys played this one, but The Little Nightmares 3 is supposed to come out this year
really?
too.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
so that game is fire, and they're changing it to co-op. So I'm looking forward to that.
Little Nightmares is creepy as shit.
Yeah.
That game's cool.
Goat Status says, does Xbox acquire anyone this year? I highly doubt it, bro. Like, FTC is still on their ass. I think they need to focus their efforts on seeing what they're doing with Activision first, as far as what platforms their games are going to, and how they're going to incorporate Game Pass with some of the older titles. I think they need to focus on that this year. Let the cadence run for the games that are coming out. Focus on that. And strengthen partnerships that they already have, like Sega, like Riot. I really want them to strengthen their Riot partnership, man. It would be so cool to have Riot games, as difficult as it would be, on console.
You said Riot Games?
Yeah, I mean, they have a partnership with Riot for PC.
Well, yeah,
Game Pass, right? Xboxes are, if they go like knee deep into making everybody know that you can play mouse and keyboard on an Xbox, right? Especially if they want to port over WoW in some capacity. Like, it should be in the mouse and keyboard should be in the sections with Xboxes, because it's a secondary way to play your Xbox, right? I mean, I used to do it with Flight Sim before I had a good enough PC to do VR.
But it doesn't. But if you buy an Xbox, you don't get a mouse and key. So
no. Right.
That's my thing. Is like, if I buy this console, I should be able to do everything, which makes me believe that they'll just make everything for controller.
Right. No, I feel that they'll make everything for controller, but you should have. I think they would be able to have select games, like, let's say WoW. Let's say if they did bring over Valorant or League of Legends over, like, ported over to Xbox. It's like, before you purchase, you have to have a mouse and keyboard to play. And it's just select games, not all of them.
That shit would piss me off.
Why? It's an option, though. It's just on PC. It's an option. It's not like the game came out on Xbox first, and then they're forcing you to do that. It's just an option.
Well, it's just, if I didn't care about PC and stuff like that, and I'm like, what if I'm like, fuck mouse and key, and I am a console player? I'm not.
Right. Then don't buy the game. You already weren't buying the game anyway because you didn't have a PC.
Yeah, but it's like, now on my console, they're limiting me. So they're shutting me out on my console that just came with a controller. It's like, you're making me buy peripherals. Like, that's how I see it, kind of.
Got a point.
All right. Let's see.
And what's up, Live Supremacy? Appreciate you stopping.
Oh, Live, he up in here. What's good, boy?
I think my whole thing shut down.
Yeah, Fuzzy said he highly doubts that Forza 6 drops in 2024. Yeah, I haven't seen shit on that. So
yeah, literally nothing.
And it's too many games. Like, you have to have a good cadence so one doesn't cannibalize the other. You know what I mean? So, like,
yeah,
that's going to be. It's cool that it's all on Game Pass, so you can come back to it whenever you want. But you still want players to try the game, unimpeded by new hotness coming out within a week.
That's probably a very difficult part for them to handle. It's not merging hotnesses. It's like, that's tough to do.
Yeah,
you want people to play your game with nothing else. So it's the same way with music, right? Like, people don't drop the same months or weeks that another person who's hot is dropping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When Beyonce drops, nobody drops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if you do, you're getting buried.
You're getting buried.
Goat Status says Valorant LO would be crazy, but I'm waiting on Project L. Listen,
they
Yeah,
cooking.
Project L is gonna be dope.
They cooking.
I think it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah. And
now
then,
that on console is fine, but they would also that's also a peripheral thing possibly too, because people play with fight sticks, but that's also a fighting game, so it's kind of a whole different thing.
Yeah, they'll have that taken care of when they come over to the console if they ever choose to.
Yeah. Twittery thanks. I think we see Indiana Jones this year, release early next year still. Yeah.
I would love that. That's the perfect game. Like, just a good one would be perfect.
Yeah, bro. Indiana Jones. And he says this as 2025 Indiana Jones, Clockwork Revolution, Fable, Perfect Dark. Bro, that's studded. That's a big four right
Killer
there,
Instinct 2. Killer Instinct 2, I think.
Yeah.
2025 is, when is GTA?
GTA 2026.
Okay, okay, get it all out.
They gonna have to, bro. GTA
Yeah.
6 gonna kill, bro. And I think
Yeah.
you guys think GTA 6 releases early or late in the year of 2026?
I will say early.
Yeah,
They probably don't want to compete with that Call of Duty crowd.
Call of
you know what I'm
Duty,
saying?
yeah.
Fourth quarter fucking year of the year.
Mhm.
yeah,
Call of Duty
Yeah.
owns fourth quarter and Christmas and stuff. I
Yeah.
think I would love beginning of the year.
Mhm.
That would be nice.
yeah. Gerald Max says Game Pass alleviates that problem as long as it's in the service and you can play it whenever. Yeah, I agree with you to an extent, J Mac. I still think like for games to get their flowers and recognition, that there has to be enough space in between them. Even 3 weeks to a month is enough time, right? Because then you can have published like the media talking about the game. Because what you don't want to happen is have a game come out and then 1 week later a new AAA game comes out and then it overshadows the first. You know what I mean? But to an extent, I do. Me personally, I will always go back. I was like, oh shit, I forgot this came out. Or, once I'm done with the new hotness, I can go back. And that's a beautiful thing about Game Pass. You know what I mean?
See?
Like,
Yeah.
it's cool. Yeah.
Do you think that some of the people will still do the same thing when it comes to Dragon Dogma and Rise of Ronin? Rise of the Ronin?
I think so. I
people will do that?
think people will have what I see happening is majority of people are going to buy Dragon's Dogma, and then Rise of the Ronin during the holiday sale, they'll cop it.
Okay.
On these are PlayStation people.
On PlayStation, yes.
I say opposite. I think they're gonna get that Dogma on sale. They're gonna get that Ronin for full.
Okay.
All right. No, my boy, he said all the chips. I'm pushing all the chips in on this, baby.
Bro, just based off PlayStation that whoa.
What just happened?
Oh my God. Oh shit. You okay, bud? Oh, what
happened to him?
bro? You good? Oh, I'm gonna have to let him get his bearings, bro, and then I'll have him go back. Damn, I can't. You're muted.
I'm muted.
Okay. Yeah. He good? No?
I don't know. We're gonna have to hit him up after the show and see what happened to him.
Oh shit.
He probably did see
Yeah.
a spider, bro.
Oh my God, bro. I hope he ain't break nothing. I'm sorry, my nigga, but I'm clipping that, bro. If he's okay. Cam.
You know he all right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see if you could probably like pause this video for now.
Yeah, I'll try. I'm probably kick him. Oh nope, I don't want to do that. Okay, shit. I'm gonna send him
What you think,
another
my man, in
invite.
that scene?
I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna send him another invite through Discord. Oh man. Okay. All right. Invite. I hate to laugh, bro, because I don't know his condition right now.
Yeah, you don't know what he going through right now.
I don't. Okay. Go say that was insane.
Are you crying? Are you trying to? I can still see you laughing on the screen, man.
I'm so
Yo,
sorry.
I can still see half your whole head on the screen laughing still.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, bro. All right. We have to.
Bruh.
All right.
What happened to him?
I'm crying, bro. Hold on. All right.
Bruh.
y'all can't be doing this, bro, because I gotta read y'all shit, and it's gonna make it worse, bro. Yeah, I thought the chair gave out and went flying. No, all right. Ooh, okay. Stanley said you can still laugh respectfully. All right, yeah, I'm trying, bro.
He's straight.
All right, he good. All right, we'll move. We was going to do his topic, but the spiders got to him, so we'll go to your
Square
topic.
Enix.
Okay, yeah, I'll go to Square Enix, bro. I'm gonna bring. Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get my bearings about me, bro. Be professional, Viking. Be professional. Ooh.
That shit happened in slow motion too.
Stop.
My bad.
Oh fuck. Okay. I'm probably not gonna be able to do this, but okay, we're gonna try.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so a new 10% good night. I just came into a pony sitting spiders to take out a panel member. All right, he back. Oh, okay.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know what happened, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I had some kind of like I got real paranoid and panic and had a quick panic attack or something. I thought I was having a fucking earthquake in here, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. I thought I was.
He was like, I gotta get the fuck out.
I ran the fuck out of my crib. I'm not even joking. I ran outside because I don't know what was happening. I got that shook. I didn't even grab anything. I didn't grab my phone, my wallet, I didn't grab nothing. I don't know what the fuck had just happened, bro. I'm gonna be really completely honest. I'm so sorry. No, I don't know. I'm glad you got a laugh out of it.
We was laughing respectfully, bro. We didn't know what happened to you.
Bro, I didn't know what happened to me. I'm still, bro. We'll talk about it after. I don't want to hold it up. At least I gave y'all some kind of entertainment. Hell,
you thought shit was about to go down,
bro. I will talk about it later. I don't know.
All right, Young Dread said, "You know it was that spider."
Bro, I'm definitely afraid of spiders, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all can hear me and everything. I'm good. I'm cool.
Yeah, you
damn,
good,
what the hell? I'm sorry.
Bro, I haven't cried laughing like that in a long time, bro. And I was like, I was trying to do it so respectfully.
That's what makes it funnier, I'm sure. It's like, don't laugh too hard. Don't laugh.
Bro. All right, well, we glad you back, man, and glad that you were okay.
I hope so.
Yeah. So we gonna let you handle the Bobby Kotick topic, my G. Now that you back,
let's let him catch a break. Actually,
okay. All right,
y'all can start. Yeah, go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, cool. I'll go back to Square Enix. All right,
go back to Square. We already there.
All right, so some of y'all probably would have seen this. I felt so honored. Idle Sloth shared my shit too about this. So we're going to talk about the New Year's letter from the new president, CEO of Square Enix. Goat said, I can't read the chat, bro. Like, I'm gonna derail everything, dog. I'm sorry, bro.
I know I wish I could see what they saw at the moment it happened. I know they're dying off this shit. I don't know what happened, bro. Sorry.
They said you got off the screen in slow motion, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro. My girl hit me up and said, "Is Skellington okay?"
Thank you for asking.
Oh my god, bro. I'm so sorry, bro. We was all laughing, bro.
There's your clips. Golly.
Goat said, I thought the CA was coming for scale.
Bro, well, at least y'all know when if I have to be out, I'm
you gotta be out
here.
All right. All right, let me take a drink real quick and we'll get to the Square shit. Fuck.
Oh, I'm gonna have to. All right, I'm not even trying to.
All right, so this new letter came out from the CEO, president of Square, and they talk a lot about like AI and what I see as them reshifting to make more money than what they've been and you know, in previous years. We know Square to put out titles like Octopath Traveler. I think that was first on Nintendo and PlayStation, you know what I mean? And but they've always seemingly kind of ignored Xbox unless it was a smaller title, even PC at times too. They're one of the companies that PlayStation Square Enix had a good lofty relationship when it come to like money hatting and stuff like that. So the new CEO came in because I don't think they was happy with the numbers of years past. So, but we'll talk about the AI stuff first. It's really interesting that they brought up Chat GPT. That kind of allows, you know, everybody knows what Chat GPT, dude. That's just a godsend at work for me. But he says, I believe that generative AI has the potential not only to reshape what we create, but also to fundamentally change the processes by which we create, including programming, which is an interesting idea, especially when it comes to like helping developers with expanding on writing for their dialogue, procedural generation AI. There's a lot of things a tool like AI, generative AI, can do, like for developers. Now I know people like Mighty Keith and Alana Pierce was like, whenever Microsoft bought InWorld or Xbox purchased InWorld to help their developers with dialogue, there was some of the snootiest shit that I've ever seen. Well, we will never purchase a game by Xbox that uses InWorld. Okay, I hope that you have the same energy for Square.
Dang.
Or any other publisher that does the same, or developer that does the same thing, because it's coming and everybody's going to be using it. Now you can separate what you won't buy by how well they use the technology, but just to say, since you use that technology, like that's like motherfuckers in the 1800s or 1900s saying, well, if you use a calculator, I'm not buying it. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Like it.
Well, as a
Go
consumer, that's their choice. You know what I'm saying? As a consumer, you could buy what you want, what you don't want. And to be honest, they probably have already played a game or two that's using this type of technology anyway. Because you know, who's to say that everybody's telling us, oh, hey, this is going to be something that we're going to use in our product, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
No, 100%. And they probably have already used, like you said, the finals, they use some sort of AI for the announcers. Is that something you read?
I heard that in passing, but I haven't. I don't know that for sure.
Okay. But yeah, the games are going to start using AI, bro. Like,
yeah,
I hope that you have the same energy when it comes to the games that you like to play when they start, you know, doing it. But yeah.
I'm interested in how they're going to be using it in a programming sense, because a lot of the current like AI generated code is not really like 100% where it needs to be. It takes a lot of massaging to get it into place. So I'm just interested to see how they're going to be doing that. Now, using AI to generate maybe worlds or something like that.
Yeah.
Imagine like a Final Fantasy with the AI generated world. They're already beautiful.
Right.
It's going to be after that. You know what I'm saying?
100%, bro. And then what I'm looking forward to is if the power of AI does get a lot greater, right? Like you will always have your handcrafted dialogue for main characters, protagonists, like all that stuff, right? Like main side quests, but like just NPCs on the low, right? Just to talk to them, like even through like that, right? And then, you know, the developers, it's their job to put certain attributes to these NPCs, or information that they do and don't know. And then we can actually talk to the NPC and they'll be able to talk to us back with what they do or don't know, or if they're stubborn, if they're lazy, if they're high energy, like whatever, right? Like, so I think it's a good toolkit, and I don't understand this logic behind, well, this is going to cost people jobs. In the short term, yes. In the long term, no, because people, it's not like robots built AI. People work on AI. You know what I mean? So it's not a zero-sum game. Now, you might be more infatuated with video game writers than you are with AI engineers, but a job is a job. You know what I mean? And if writers are good, they'll be able to prompt engineer very well as on AI so that they can better craft their skills as a writer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sure a lot of editors use it for whenever they're writing stuff. It's still their own words, but they perfect it while AI is an assistant. Nobody, I think lazy people, and it will show, lazy people will use AI. If they use it 100%, right, that'll show. You know what I mean? But you was about to say something. Like, what's your thoughts on?
Yeah, I think that it's inevitable that people will lose jobs here if they are going with some AI, because it'll add a specific amount of efficiency when it comes to creating these products. Like,
right,
you know, if you just tell AI
That's
to
true.
write a script, you know what I mean, and you got 10 people in the back that's their job to write a script, and it's doing it a lot more efficiently and cheaper, then of course some people are going to lose their jobs in that space. So how would you say that they would potentially like come back later on, like you know, after they lose those first initial hits?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But I do think like a team developed the AI, right? So those are jobs. And you might lose, might have a team of 10 of writers, but now only need 5, because whatever the AI is going to spit out it's not going to be that good, right? It's going to be decent enough, but humans are the creative portion to actually keep us entertained with stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like it's not that good right now, but as far as like AI and like the way that it's moving, man, it's iterably becoming better and better with each iteration that comes out. So now they may need those 5 people to kind of dress up the dialogue that's coming out, and maybe in 2 years they may only need 3, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So I can only see the jobs continually being lost after a while. But it's Square Enix though, so I know it's going to be done well. But yeah, they're definitely going to lose some spots.
Yeah, but also in the long term too, is like maybe you don't lose a lot of jobs. And hear me out. Maybe I'll be able, instead of spending 300 million on a project that takes 5 to 6 years to develop, maybe I only really now have to spend 200, and it's done in 3 years. Right, so I can have multiple teams. I can use that 300K to have 2 teams working on 2 different type of games, right? Using AI and other technology that helps them deliver their game faster. And I'm keeping costs down and still being able to put out games at a more efficient and quicker pace. You know what I mean? So like we see these budgets ballooning, but some of this technology could really help alleviate some of that in the long term.
Firstly, by firing a bunch of motherfuckers. So that's the initial cost savings, is firing a lot of people because of the AI is doing okay. You know what I'm saying? And that gets better. But yeah,
I honestly don't think it'll be a lot. I think it'll be some. I don't think it'll be a lot. I think with AI, at least for the next 5 or 10 years, I think with AI, you'll probably see a 30% decrease in those certain jobs or whatever. But at the same time, like I said, if we're concerned about jobs, the people who work on the AI, those are jobs as well. You know what I mean?
The AI company,
right?
Yeah, in the AI aspect. But as far as like the development, because who's to know what AI they're using? They could be just using like a service from another company to help them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So those people are controlling the AI aspect of it potentially, because I don't know if Square Enix has their own specific thing. They may.
I don't think so. But even if they contract it out, it's still providing jobs, even if it's from a subcontract group. You know what I mean?
It's in a different format though. But
right.
And plus, if you're working for Home Depot, who cares if, you know what I'm saying, who's employing the people at Lowe's? Like if you're Square Enix, you know what I'm saying, and you have somebody else writing your AI stuff, And if they lose people, you know, or if you lose people, the other company don't care. But if you lose people, you care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, other companies definitely don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
So as far as it getting better on their end, you know what I mean, and they're becoming a little bit more efficient of creating it and stuff like that. That does give Square Enix some type of benefit, but it doesn't their the people they have.
No, I agree. What about you, Skell, man? What you think about the AI stuff?
I came in late, so I didn't get to much of the beginning, but from what I caught on, at least on the tail end, I mean, y'all both made pretty good points, honestly, because my thought was that yes, it's gonna cause people to lose jobs, clearly, like yes, but it's also just comes at, and like my first thought was, well, it's gonna the creativity is what people is what's going to be necessary for stuff to prevail the correct way. You know what I mean? You can't just have AI do it and then you think it's going to come out shitty, and we all be able to see that. But then you said that you're only going to say 10 people. You have 10 people that work on it now, and then when you have AI, you have 5 people, and then you have the 5 people cleaning up the AI. Essentially, I think that's a good point to where it's like, yes, that can be that really is seeming what it might come down to, unfortunately. But and that is, I think you said 30%. I think it's going to cut a lot more than, I think it's going to cut like 50%. I think a lot of people are going to get fired. A lot. Anybody who's not pulling any weight
in those spaces, specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And like you said, like you're saying that AI and like that is a job, like maintaining the AI, but not everybody, one, wants to do that. And 2, like some people specifically do creative jobs, like for like gaming companies, like creative directors and things like that.
Yeah,
and like that, like.
But the people that are great creators, J Rock, what's good, man? Thanks for showing up here, man. Jalil Fields, what's good? But people who are creative in that space, because I use AI all the time, it don't put out yet that good of work, right? Even whenever I use my AI images on Twitter or whatever, like I'm going, like you have to know how to prompt engineer and you have to know what's creative, what looks good.
Right.
Those people will still hold on to their job, right?
Well, they're AI like centric. So that's
well, not really. I mean, just being creative in a space that's artistic. I mean, people that are creative at painting and stuff can recognize good art from other mediums. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but someone who's good at painting may not be good at typing in the AI stuff. That's what I'm coming from. It's like people who are just traditionally creative and may not fuck with that AI art form of things to be creative. That is where I mean, who's going to lose their job? Like those who are strictly creative and they don't want to work for AI or maintain the AI. Okay. They're gone. But I understand what you're saying as well, as far as like, I understand. But I'm just talking about like those true that create, like they're gone. That's just what it be.
I mean, it happens with every industry, though.
You're right. That's what sucks. It definitely sounds like it's like, go on, man. Get on out of here.
And that is another thing. Like, who's to say that the best of the best in the company would even be down to like take on this new task of learning this new tool? You know, because a lot of the times what I've been noticing in my industry is a lot of the older, my older peers, they're already set in their ways. They've been doing what they've been doing for X amount of years. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to pick up another tool to figure it out. So they kind of buck the system. So it slows it down a little bit. But I'm with Square Enix, man. Like if they say it's gonna work, I'm all for it, man. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan of Square Enix.
Yeah. Aside from their fucking NFT shit they're still trying to do.
I agree.
They kind of touched a little bit on there too, like
I was like, I don't know, my boy. Like, you might just put a small team on that, bro. Like, don't go too heavy on that. So I'm gonna keep it moving then. Since assuming the role of president and representative director of Square Enix in June 2023, I have worked to release our entire group, customers, shareholders, investors, employees, and other stakeholders have generously shared their time and insights of numerous occasions to help me do so. These insights have assisted me in identifying the direction we should take to achieve further growth. and in beginning to lay the groundwork to make that a reality. In our digital entertainment business, we are working to strengthen both our content development and publishing capabilities.
Yes, sir.
That sounds like, hey, what we've been doing, has it been working? That's why old buddy had to go. And I mean, how do y'all read that as far as them strengthening their publishing capabilities?
Well, and I think that they will touch on this later on in this letter. But...
I can read. Actually, can I read that?
Yeah, go
really
ahead.
quick?
Yeah, please, please do.
They say on the publishing side, which consists of our sales and our marketing functions, we are working to enable greater global collaboration and to promote the shift to digital. Which, if y'all didn't see, Best Buy is getting rid of all their physical media. DVDs, Blu-rays, games. Yeah. Target, I believe, is doing the same thing as well. Like, if you, I don't know, go into y'all's local Target and let me know if y'all see the same thing out here. Like, there's no physical games of anything. It's just empty. And it's been like that for like 2 months now.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
I definitely still see physical stuff.
In Target, have you seen it in Target lately?
Yeah. I went and bought a Mario game from there recently.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen shit. I didn't check the Nintendo side. I only looked at PlayStation and Xbox. But that shit was empty, bro. Like empty. So I think they're shifting.
Well, I could see that also, like a Nintendo not being empty because they're on cartridge. So they're probably, if they're getting rid of physical media, that's like CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays. So those console games on CDs will be gone as well. So I could see that. I could definitely, maybe I didn't. And
then I think a report on Push Square just came out not too long ago that only 4%. I don't know what Xbox's numbers are. I'm sure they're very high, especially with the Series S only being digital. And practically PC is all digital, right? We don't have the disc anymore for any of that shit. Or the floppies. Any of y'all old enough to remember the floppies?
That 5 1/4 and a 3 1/2. I know about that.
But PlayStation, they reported that was only 4% of their sales was physical. 4% was physical. The rest all digital. So it makes sense.
When you have a digital only console, that's my thing. Is once you make the option to have digital only, it's like, your sales are gonna be split in half, pretty much, if not more. Because I mean, I bought the digital. I didn't even want the physical the physical version to play CDs, just because I wasn't planning on buying anymore. But I also understand why people who do have those, because they want to keep this and stay offline and don't have to worry about any of that stuff, space. So
no, and Fuzzy said it too. He said kind of surprised it's taking this long for physical media to go away. Yeah, I think what fools us a little bit is ownership of said things. I think Blu-rays and DVDs are kind of different, but like for games at least, it's just a licensing agreement. Even whenever you pop in the disc, it's not the game anymore. It's just like, okay, you bought it, so I'm gonna download the rest online. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
pretty much
so you don't own that game for say. You don't. I mean, it looks pretty on the shelf. You know what I mean? The steel books and all that. But as far as you owning the game, like if you bought Battleborn a couple years ago, I mean, you can't pop that disc in and play it no more. Like it's done.
I think that pretty much ended with like 360 era. Like the last one that you don't need. Like, and even those you still probably need to be online for some, but you could definitely play games offline. And
for sure.
Games like this 360 era, last era of real video gaming until now. Like we're back in the good state, but
But the one bad thing about it, and we see this every so often though, is like some companies will actually take back their digital sales from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I don't like. Yeah,
and I'm afraid of that.
Me too. Same.
Yeah,
it's like I always buy the copy that comes with the disc too, just in case. You know what I'm saying? You never know when they're like, oh, that game is gone.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if it functioned the way that we would want it to function, right? Like as far as you pop your disc in, there's no DRM, none of that shit, and like you're out to play, right?
So
like, It ain't like that no more,
It's
man.
not even close to like that. Like,
yeah. And I'm with Ghost Status on here. It's kind of nostalgia mostly for me. Going into a store, buying games was awesome, bro.
It really was.
fun,
Yeah, it
man.
was.
Midnight
People don't
releases.
understand. Bruh.
Boy.
And
Good time.
midnight releases were so special because
They're
you're
so-
in line with everybody buying the same game.
Mhm.
So
Chopping it up.
you chopping it up, you networking. Like, let me get your gamer tag. You know what I mean?
People
Let me
you
get your
never
gamer tag,
see,
you know what I mean?
never. It was our time
Right?
as a community to really link up. Was those midnight releases?
was
like,
so
you gonna be on?
dope,
I remember I
man.
went to Gears release. I've been to so many releases. Halo 3 release. midnight release.
Yes,
I've been to all those. And
Mhm.
afterward, I get on and I met people that night who I played with.
exactly, bro.
Mhm.
It's like, let me get that gamer
Yeah.
tag, G. Like,
Not to
Yeah.
get faded up.
yes,
Mhm.
bro.
You
And then
get it.
everybody's like, because you didn't have like the online shit like you do now, to where like you've seen somebody already play 2 hours of it or whatever,
yeah.
right? Like
No.
everybody's like, well, y'all think's gonna be in it, man. I heard they added this. I heard it, bro. It was the best fucking time
Mhm.
in gaming ever, bro. Like,
Yeah.
the
And they would give
midnight-
you extra shit too when you went.
Yes,
They would
the
give you, like,
swag.
poster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the swag was clutch, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they need. I wish somebody would find a way to kind of bring that back. For like, you can buy your digital shit, right? Like your base game or your digital deluxe game, but for the elite package, right? Like, that comes with like steelbook, fun shit or whatever. Like, that's only physical, right? Like, no mail-in. You got to go to this store and cop it on a midnight release, and then it's gone. I mean, you can make some really good collector's editions with some of that shit, man, if they cared enough to do so. I think that'll have to be publisher by publisher on how they want to do that, but I wish they would do something like that. But
I mean, they still dropping pretty big legend collector's editions and stuff, like for sure. But it's just like you're not really getting a game anymore. You get a steel book and sometimes not even a CD.
right.
Yeah, like you're getting like a digital code, and it's like that's probably why they can't do that stuff. Really, just because CDs and stuff are being phased out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
For Final Fantasy, I had gotten I got a lanyard. I got the original soundtrack, I think, was on there. I got a physical copy of the game, and I think it also gave me an art book too. So
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, man, shout out to the 32 people that are watching, man. Everybody in the chat, man, y'all are goats, man. If y'all haven't yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share it out there on the socials. Clip Skeleton running away from the CIA. You know what I mean? Put it out there. You know what I mean? We try to get the 5,000 subs by any means necessary. You know what I mean?
By any means.
What a way to start the year off, bro. That was love, bro.
I guess.
I'm gonna start sending spiders to your crib all the time. It's like, yeah, you bust on the door, drop some spiders in there.
Good luck.
All right, I'm gonna finish this, man. By sharing information within our group on the features unique to different geographical markets and on the best practice of addressing them, we are bolstering our publishing capabilities globally, which probably means a lot more sales in China, or India and stuff like that, where I don't think the games sell very well, or just restricted to being sold there. We see this as an effective means not only to maximize our sales of new titles, but also deliver our rich back catalog to more customers, and in turn to expand the fan base for our global intellectual properties.
Yeah, no, I was super happy about that, man.
Bro.
Like, if I could get all the old school like Final Fantasies, you know what I'm saying, in the backlog, yes, sir.
Yes.
I mean,
Give it to me.
Are they all not available and around?
Not everywhere.
No.
Like they're probably on certain systems. It's probably like a mosh posh. You could get certain ones on Switch, certain ones on PlayStation, certain ones on PC, but it's not like
PC has them all.
Yeah. So like, but not initially though. I think they're trying to stop. I think they're trying to stop the whole money hatting thing from happening, because they can see what their sales are with the money hatting, and it's probably not matching the output of what they could be getting by just releasing everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I take it, especially like with back catalog. Bro, you put all that shit on every system, bro, you're gonna be raking in that dough.
for sure.
It didn't make any sense why Octopath
Mhm.
Traveler 1. I mean, it came to Xbox, and then you give us a taste. You give Xbox customer. I was able to play it on my Switch, right? But some people that only have the one console, you get a taste. They love the game, and then you drop it on another system. Nah, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. So, what's y'all thoughts? I'm gonna start with you, Nova. What's your thoughts on this?
I think overall it's a good move. Square Enix may be moving a little bit leaner in the next few years when it comes to employee bodies.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're trying to kind of get all the processes together, get everything standardized throughout the company themselves so they can move forward in a different direction. The thing that I was a little bit most excited about was them talking about their IPs. So I want to see like a movie coming pretty soon because I think the last movie that they dropped was like what was it called? It was called King's Glaive. I think it was like a Final Fantasy 15 movie.
Bro, was that the one that came out like early 2000s?
It can't. No, so the one that you're probably thinking of is Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children. That came out in 2005.
Oh yes, bro, those graphics look crazy back then, bro.
Super fire, bro.
Yeah.
Super fire. I used to have that playing when I used to work rent to own. You know what I'm saying? On the TV. So you feel me? I was watching Final Fantasy 7 all day. But anyway, but they released a Final Fantasy 16 movie, I believe. In 2016 or something like that, but I haven't caught that one yet. But I would be super excited to see like any other Final Fantasy movie, come to the big screen or a screen of some sort. So mine is a little bit excitement for outside of the video game sphere.
Yeah, bro, that'd be clean. Yeah, no, I would love that, man. As far as like whenever they're talking about back catalog to more customers and expanding the fan base, what do you think? How do you think they deliver up on that?
How do you think they deliver with the fan base?
Well, with they want to deliver out their back catalog to more customers and in turn expand the fan base of their IPs. What direction do you think they go with that?
Well, obviously, I feel like the easiest option is obviously put all your games on Game Pass for free, or something.
Hey,
but they don't. They're not doing
that.
Microsoft don't own them, so they're
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But they could put it on there somewhere, at least for like a reduced price on Game Pass or something. That would be dope.
Well, I wonder. Like speaking of that, we thought of the Yakuza series, right? Yakuza traditionally wasn't a game that came out on Xbox, right? And they dumped it on the Game Pass so they can gain a fan base.
They dumped it,
right? So now the new ones that come out, you got to pay. So that could be a strategy.
That's a good strategy
for them if they talk to the people who make Yakuza and stuff like this. Like, how'd this work out for y'all?
They're putting out Yakuza games like crazy too. Like they're coming out all the time. Like pretty good.
So it could be a decent strategy, man. But you was about to say something else, Nova?
No, that was it. That was it for me.
That was it. All right. What about you, Scale, man? What you think about the publishing side of Square Enix?
To expand and stuff like that to reach. I don't know. The first thing that popped in my head was to mobile somehow to get everything mobile, even phone mobile. Like, and I think with like new iPhone 15s and stuff like that, like claiming they play Resident Evil 4.
Not claiming, bro. They are.
Okay, they are.
He said it's
okay.
He said we got proof.
They are. But okay, so my thing is like they could do that, and they would be able, if you take games from Resident Evil status, and that would give you like Final Fantasy 10, at least like it's 10 and up, and 11, maybe even 12, but putting some of that stuff mobile, and just I think that's a move that could expand them some way somehow.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, I feel like they or how Nova was saying with just media stuff, I would be cool to see like a Final Fantasy anime of some sort, or like something of the show maybe. Like I think a show would be fire too.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen really good adaptations of animation for both League of Legends and Cyberpunk. right? So that
Oh,
could be
yeah.
a dope ass direction because after that Cyberpunk shit dropped, motherfuckers like, I gotta.
They
play
were
Cyberpunk.
hyped. I was seeing that.
Bro.
I was like, y'all can't be geeked out. Y'all can't be going to that broke ass game after this.
They
right?
were though,
They
bro.
were, but they
Like,
were.
we gotta get in here.
Yeah,
They had them
Yeah.
hyped.
even with the League joint, you know what I mean? I was
Oh,
like,
Arcane.
it had me super hyped to go back into League and play, you know,
That was
play
special.
some of it
That-
was, bro.
that was-
Arcane
Arcane special.
was if y'all have not watched Arcane, holy shit.
Yeah.
You're missing
Yeah.
out. But yeah, that would be a really good. I don't know who they partner with, if it's like Netflix or like, you know, another streaming service, Crunchyroll,
Probably.
probably.
Said Castlevania anime was good too. If they get them to do the
Yeah.
animation, whoever is doing the Castlevania and what is that other the Dragon like Dungeons and Dragon type show we was watching. I can't remember. But
Oh,
like,
that
come
was
out.
the
Dang
Critical
it.
Role, the
Yeah.
Critical Role joint.
Dang it, that was
Vox
fire.
Machina.
Vox Machina. Yeah, they kind of have similar animation like that in a
Yeah.
Final Fantasy form. Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said something pretty cool. I want to
Which
say it. Damn, who was it?
I
I'm
want to
sorry
talk
if I missed it.
real now. While you looking, somebody said that Titus had them Timbs on back in the day. He did though.
He
Titus
did.
really had them Timbs on.
Yo,
and he cried
did.
through the whole game, bro. Titus
Cry,
he
baby.
would cry on your ass. But, yo, Titus was hard though.
That was one
What
of my
was that
favorite
one game
ones.
that they was playing under the water? What was that?
Blitzball.
Blitzball. Yeah, bro.
They make you play that shit. I was like, well, they got a whole game in a game. Like, this could be a whole separate game if they put their time. They made a sport. Like,
Mhm.
and they put it
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
I did not expect that with your boy Waka. I think that was his name.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. He had the high top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Final
He
Fantasy
was
X
nasty.
was gas. That was
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it.
It was Twittery Snake. He said, if Final Fantasy Remake and or Rebirth comes to Xbox later this year, do we see Final Fantasy R3 being timed exclusives when it comes out? Interesting to see the exclusive drop from 1 year to 3 months. So I think I'll pass it around, but if Final Fantasy, so PlayStation probably already signed a deal to where the whole series is going to be timed exclusive,
Yeah.
right? So that's going to be
Mhm.
that's already done. But you could see whatever they put out later on that's not tied to that would just probably drop everywhere, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
other
I-
Square Enix IPs, not Final Fantasy related, you saying?
well, no, Final Fantasy related, but I'm talking about as far as the Final Fantasy 7 series that they're doing.
Oh, just 7.
Just 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's already a done deal. Sony
Yeah.
has that. You know, if you want to play it, get a PC when it comes out there, or get a
Yeah.
PlayStation, right? But anything after that, any other remakes that they do or new Final Fantasies, I can see them actually just dropping it everywhere.
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 8 would be gas. Get that gunblade.
Mhm. Get you some squall action going.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah. What do y'all think about that? You think because from me reading this, it seems like they're done. They want to expand, right? They don't want to limit where their games are on anymore. And it's going to be more profitable for them.
Yeah.
Honestly. Final Fantasy 16 is a good example. I think it's sold 3 million. It's still not on PC yet. But I don't know how many is sold by the end of the year. If y'all can help me out with that, man, that'd be dope. There's 38 of y'all in here, man. What's up? Hit that like, hit that chat with us for a little bit. But yeah, I don't think they go back to limit. Why limit yourself to 50 users, 50 million users when you have another 160 out there?
Yeah.
Once they get a taste of that, they're not going to come back. Like,
Somebody's going to have to drop a bag for them to do that. You know what I mean? Like a large bag. But they're not doing that, bro.
I agree with you on this one, to be honest. Like that, I feel like the Final Fantasies are probably under contract right now anyway, like you just said.
Yeah.
And probably the other games when they come out later, they'll be less exclusive.
Yeah. All right, so 7 million for Final Fantasy 7 remake. Well, Final Fantasy 16. I'm curious as to what that sold throughout the year. Maybe it's more like 5 probably now. I'm not sure. Once it hits PC, I'll probably sell a few extra 100,000 copies.
Definitely.
But yeah, but if they would have released on all, man, at the same time, bro, they would have got their money like big time. Y'all exhausted the publishing portion? Y'all good on that?
Yeah, I think we should probably move
on. I'm gonna just read this. If you guys want to touch on it, and that's cool. If not, we can move on to the Bobby Kotick shit. We also intend to be aggressive in applying AI and other. I think this is just kind of harping on what was said before. Other cutting edge technologies to both our content development and our publishing functions. In the short term, our goal is to enhance our development productivity and achieve greater sophistication in our marketing efforts. In the long term, we hope to leverage those technologies to create new forms of content for consumers, as we believe the technology innovation represents business opportunities. Buddy ain't wrong, man. Now, this is when they start talking about this shit. In terms of our business domains, we previously identified 3 focus investment fields: blockchain, entertainment, Web 3.0, AI, and the cloud. Drop the blockchain shit, bro.
It's the future, man. It's the future.
How do y'all see that? What does blockchain entertainment mean to you guys?
Blockchain games. They're starting to become a thing.
Are they good? Like, what are they? Like, I'm ignorant on this. When I hear NFT and blockchain shit, I kind of just, it goes in one ear out the other. But maybe you can enlighten me on what would be appealing to consumers on blockchain entertainment.
Well, you can use because they can have their own NFTs of their own intellectual properties in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so they can have because they don't necessarily have to use any type of currency or anything of that nature. They can just have, say, for instance, actually, if they did use a currency, say, for instance, they'll have like a Square Enix token or whatever like that.
Okay.
In the game, you can have this specific token and spend it, you know?
Yeah.
So you have your own form of currency. So they have their own shit going on over there.
Okay.
But that NFTs in themselves is not the full totality of the blockchain. They just kind of live on the blockchain. So
got you.
You know?
So it would be the cool part about it, I guess, would be let's use Fortnite for an example, right? This I use the blockchain or NFT to get Fortnite but V-Bucks, right? Let's just say that was their thing, right? And then my Kratos skin goes up in value, right? And I could sell it to other Fortnite players for tangible funds. Is that kind of how that would work?
Yeah. So what you could do is you could have your own specific game, right? Let me see where I want to go with this. So you can have your own specific game, and if you have if you wanted to buy a Fortnite skin, instead of you charging $5 in US currency in cash, you can charge 0.001 of Ethereum or something like that nature. So it kind of removes borders, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to method of payment and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you can start taking other payments and stuff. So
okay. Well, I mean, that's better than the alternative of what we've been doing, right? As far as I use my V-Bucks to buy a couple skins, and then after that they're just done, right? I can't do nothing with them besides sell them. I mean, I can't even sell them, right? I used real money to purchase a digital ware, and once that's exhausted itself from me using it, right? It's done. I just have a collection of digital stuff that I paid real money for. I can't do nothing with.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Team Fortress used to let you sell your item, still do to this day. If you get on Team Fortress 2, you get an item, you can sell it on the market.
Same like Counter-Strike, or CSGO too. And I actually was about to get into that and try to start selling shit on Counter-Strike because they sell for real bread.
But blockchain is not needed in those aspects, right?
I think that people would love to not use USD.
Yeah, you can use a different type of currency. You can use,
All right.
Gamers, gamers want to tap in, do all the stuff.
Goat status. He said he is completely against this bullshit. He says, "Well, blockchain
is a scam."
He said using real money to purchase something digital with no value is insane. It is, but like everybody does it, bro.
Yeah, we all been doing
it right now.
We've been doing it right now. Like I'll be dropping money. Yeah,
every time I buy
a car.
Yeah,
the same thing.
I think what Nova is saying is that it at least will provide an opportunity for consumers or for players to at least sell their skins and sell their guns, sell their mounts. They would probably fluctuate in price as years go on, just like anything else, but it gives you an opportunity to sell those back. I don't know if blockchain is needed for that, but I guess we'll see where that tech goes. I mean, you brought up some good points, Nova. I know a lot of people are still very skeptical on blockchain, on NFTs and Bitcoin and different coins and all that shit, man.
Because it's all new.
Yeah,
it's all new.
So I guess if we all keep an open mind, and if you don't want to participate, don't participate.
That's
just like with microtransactions. But as soon as one of these as soon as one of these publishers come out, I was like, nah, you have to use this. Like, I'm not buying your game. Like, until I know what's up with it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, don't force us. Just like microtransactions, unless it's like pay to win games, I don't play, right? But if it's just like to get a cool suit, get some weapon skins, all right, dope. Goat said the blockchain these nuts. I fucking love you, Goat. Fuzzy said, I want blockchain to make a path for reselling digital games.
That would be dope.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey, that might not be a bad idea, because we all know what's worse than that idea, and it's GameStop.
Yeah.
GameStop will give you $2 for a new game.
But you know what reselling that digital game would be, Black Viking?
Well, would it?
It'll potentially be an NFT.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Just
true.
saying.
Yeah. That's actual. Hey, okay. I'm keeping an open mind on that.
yeah.
I'm keep an open mind. Or you can tell me blockchain these nuts again. Either way, it's probably gonna come. You know what I mean? Who else got it? Mitchy Poo, what's good, man? He said they use blockchain tech to track transfer of unique in-game items. Yep. Okay. I wonder what game you're talking about that does that. I'm curious now. I think I might do some research on all this.
There's a lot of games that's like up and going, man, on the blockchain for real, bro. You should really look into it.
Bunty, Wagwan. I need my food. Wagwan. Isn't the NFT market basically dead? I mean, it's gone down a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's not dead though.
It's not dead.
No, not dead.
It's still kicking. Goat. Yeah, the cool thing of Sergi, what's good, man? He said, I've sort of missed the show. Hey, you never missed a show, man. It has that rewind button. You know what I'm saying? You just go back. You can go forward. You know what I'm saying? Front, back, side to side, baby. You know what I mean? Like, you don't never miss it. As long as you catch us at any time, it's Gucci, baby.
Anytime.
Anytime. Somebody said, Goat said the cool thing about blockchain is that you could potentially get money for unique or exclusive content that is earned by playing the game. Yeah.
That I like, because bro, it ain't nothing worse than you when you really look back on how much work you put into a game. It's like, I can't do shit with this. It's here on my collection. I'm going to give it to my kid in my memory card, and hopefully he looks at it one day. Type shit.
Yeah. Like when I was playing Destiny 2 in its heyday, and you had to do these raids, right? So like when I got the Gallahorn, bro, I went outside, took a couple shots. I was happy, bro. Happy. But after a while, I couldn't do shit with it. But what would be nice is if I could play these games, right? This is just a thought that came in my head. I might change my mind later. Play the game, earn that Gallahorn, and sell that hoe for 150 because somebody gonna buy it. You know what I mean?
Just sell it at your own discretion.
No,
your
sell
own price?
sell it through.
No, I understand,
blockchain.
but you're just gonna just for 150.
150.
That's I know, but I'm just saying
He said, I know.
you're just putting why we just get to set it at why would you set it at 150? What if like how do you do values?
Well, I'm just using it as a theoretical. You know what I mean? There's some people that can't.
I would just say 150 is low. Is why I'm asking because you
Yeah,
look
it
at these
could be.
Counter-Strike guns, bro. Them things 5,000, thousands of dollars. Bro.
What people are paying that?
Bro, hell
People are
yeah.
like, yes.
Knives on Counter-Strike go for bread. Thousands, bro. I'm not even.
And they're earned how? Through
loot boxes.
Yep. Bro, that's why when people are like, oh man, ain't nobody gonna spend all that money for NFTs. Y'all been spending money for NFTs.
Been doing it. Yeah.
without
doing
the
it,
NFT,
bro.
right?
Been doing it.
Without being able to do anything with it. Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can't do nothing with it.
Can't do
in,
nothing
most,
with it.
in most games, you can't even resell them. So it's just like we've been buying unusable digital assets, or
Oh
not even
my-
an asset at that point because it's not doing it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
All right, we are at the 150 mark, my guys. Let's get to. Do any of y'all? You can tell me, like, no, I gotta go at the 2 hour mark. Yeah. Either one of y'all.
Pretty close to it.
Okay. All right. Let's get you on the Bobby Kotick Blaqq Skellington. Hit us up. What you got, man?
Try to keep it short and sweet for the most part. Bobby Kotick, ex-CEO over there at Blizzard, has been getting a lot of re-hate. I don't even know if that's a word, but apparently there are ex-employees out there. My phone camera to focus. There are ex-employees out there just giving him shit and blaming Overwatch 2 and more on him completely.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I was like, and this comes from a Overwatch 1 player. Boy, I love that fucking game. Like,
Yeah.
I love Overwatch, bro. And this was another player who is very anticipating Overwatch 2. So I'm a part. Like when I saw this article, I was just like, "Damn!" More and more on this how this game just fucking pissed me off. But but if we can look at the article, we can see here where his name Belford up there. How he says, "Breaking my silence to share a fun fact." When we planned Overwatch 2 Steam launch, my team warned months in advance that we were going to be review bombed. And months in advance is crazy.
Yeah.
They said we begged for more information, more details, and more resources to help us with the anticipated influx, all flatly denied. All denied by Bobby, apparently. Allegedly, too.
Yeah.
And he... And I don't want to. I didn't even do this to really bash on him like that because he is bashed enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm more just looking at the games, like the state of gaming. You know what I mean? But I guess my question kind of is now that we are able to see like how employees are not happy at these big companies, and now we're getting leaks about these big companies and seeing their game plans and stuff like that. And I'm just curious about how did y'all feel about this? This ex-CEO getting all this shit, and is this a good thing for the gamers? Like, are y'all glad to see that we're able to see all the fuckery? You know what I mean? Because we're seeing everything like firsthand. It seems like.
Yeah.
So
Who you asking? Which one you
asking you, Nova?
Okay, well, I'm happy that we're able to see all of this stuff come out. You know what I mean? But I wasn't really following Bobby like that over the years. You know what I'm saying? I did enjoy the games that they had, specifically Overwatch 1, man. We spent countless hours on that game. But like, it's still unfortunate to see like big corporation stuff, you know, still happening, you know, because like, for instance, this team, which was the community team, I believe they go into that later, was like, yo, bro, like, y'all know we released Overwatch 1.5. And y'all about to put this on Steam?
You sure?
Like,
you sure,
bro? You saw what happened to us at release, like launch. You know what's about to happen, right?
You know
like,
what's about to happen,
and they about to hit that downvote. You know, all that stuff is about to be overwhelmingly terrible. And then they tried to let him know, like, hey, we're gonna need some backup here because it's about to be real. And Bobby was like, I don't care. So allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate, man, because that community team had to deal with weeks and thousands upon thousands of messages and, you know, negative stuff. And there was no support for their team when they started receiving all of this and, you know, this influx of negative stuff. So
anticipated influx too.
Yeah,
like, we saw it coming and we still didn't dodge it. Like,
yeah,
come on.
We said because it seemed like they just were more concerned about like the profit margin than how how happy the community was, because it didn't seem like they cared whether the community was happy. And they showed that not only him telling the community team that, but how they also released Overwatch 1.5. They showed that they didn't care. They showed what we thought. So
if they slapped us in the face with that game, boy, they said, "Ha, y'all wanted this, huh?"
Yep.
So bad.
This is from Glassdoor. These are employees speaking now. This has been like this for a hot minute. Would they recommend them working there? 76% to a friend, like, you know. And then approval of the CEO. More than half of your employees be like, you suck.
Yeah.
Boo.
Now Bobby Kotick was good for shareholders, right? But abysmal for employees, man. I don't think a lot, like you'll hear really good things about Insomniac, Santa Monica. You hear really good things about Square employees, most of the SIE, but like in Xbox too. Like I'm really interested. Microsoft's Glass rating is crazy high for recommend to a friend and then approval of CEO. What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm curious with them taking over, kicking Bobby out, because I think they're supposed to let them unionize as well, which is what needs to happen with these developers, right? Like unionize, because there's too much of that shit of crunching, you know, at the very end of stuff before a game comes out, and then just not being heard. And that's the thing, like the developers take the brunt of this shit,
right?
Whenever it's Overwatch 1.5,
right?
Not Bobby Kotick.
Nah, didn't think of Bobby not one time when I was mad about Overwatch 2.
Yeah, people are mad at the devs and the community team, right? When they should know, like, yo, somebody made a decision to push this game out now versus delaying it a little further. And there's a fine balance. I think whenever you profit $1.6 billion, you could probably afford for your fan base and for your customers to delay a game for a little bit, right? To make sure it comes out in a good state, if not reasonable state, right? Now some developers don't have data, they low on funds, you know, we got to push it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when you are a $1 billion company like Activision Blizzard and make $2 to $3 to $4 billion in profit, not revenue, profit.
That's great.
Right? Yeah. You should be able to, like, hey, look, we'll delay it for another 6 months, but then it has to come out. You know what I mean? But at least there's a balance there between your dev team and your front office or executive branch, to where it's like we want to do right by our customers. Because guess what, man? Like Overwatch, like you have your faithful that are playing it, but it could have grabbed a shit ton more customers if they would have released it how they said they were going to.
They said.
Yeah. You cannot say, we're going to make the reason why we're remaking Overwatch 2 is for PvE. And never release a PvE.
Yeah, it's bad, bro.
Never.
How is that not false advertisement? That has to be illegal, bro.
It has to be.
That seems illegal to me, bro.
Yeah, it is, bro.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Goat said Bobby gonna threaten Naughty Dog devs with the blicky.
He might. He said, "You know, I got the Thule on me since '91."
Oh my god.
No, he do.
Yeah, bro. Like, and then like him, initially like him fostering the workplace environment where all these sexual harassment suits were coming out, and how negative women felt working there.
Right.
Was indicative upon leadership. You know what I mean? Like that comes to you, my boy.
Yeah.
Which is why the stock price fell the way it is. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some corporate sabotage and Microsoft knew about all this shit and they leaked it out. You know what I mean?
It's a long con, huh?
Yeah, leaked it out. That stock price dropped and say, you know what, Bobby, we'll buy you. You know, we'll give you a $40 million parachute to leave.
Yeah,
you know, it's good for your shareholders, you know.
And then just handing the tape after the end. Just don't let this get out, Bobby.
But we are pressed for time, man. Did you guys want to speak anything about Bobby on this anymore? Or like State of Gaming?
State of Gaming. What you got?
No, for you. Like, you got anything more? Blaqq Skellington, you know, he's like, he wanted to know more, not necessarily with Bobby, but just like big companies, big corporations, you know, how they treat their developers. Not heard. Is it becoming a problem? Do you think it's gotten better over the years? Yeah, I think that's what you was alluding to, right, Blaqq Skellington?
Essentially, but for time, but essentially,
I think that it's getting better, you know, in the age to where things is like, if it happens, it's going to be everywhere. It's pretty much ubiquitous. You know what I'm saying? So it can't get any worse than what it is. And Blizzard, actually, Activision Blizzard showed what can happen if your company gets any of this type of press. Right. So I'm pretty sure a lot of companies are going to stay far away from that type of behavior. But I think the state of gaming is getting pretty good as far as the companies. But as far as the hacks, it's getting worse.
Oh, yeah.
So from outside the companies, it's looking kind of crazy right now.
Yeah. And the hacks will probably will continue to do so because over the years, the video game industry has fucking ballooned. Like, as far as like, you know, these are billion-dollar corporations now. You know what I mean? Making video games. And it's as once you start piling up that money, I mean, it's just an opportunity for hackers and ransomware groups to try to capitalize on that. Right. You know? So yeah. I think you're muted, Nova.
They want that. You can hear me?
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think they want that bread too, you know?
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Getting the money we wanted to.
100%. And we got 43 people. 43 people, man. Hit that like button.
Yes, please.
Hit it up. Hit that notification bell. Leave a chat. You know?
Do it.
We love it. All right. Last topic. We'll hit it up real fast and smooth. Nova, what you got, man?
Yes, sir. So I've been doing a lot of research on the ROG Ally, courtesy of the Black Vikings recommendation. So I've been looking into it. They actually had a sale for it for Christmas, around Christmas, for $100 off. So I missed that opportunity, but I've been noticing that there's so many different handheld gaming devices out right now, going for the crown, right? So we have the ROG Ally, we have the Lenovo Legion Go, the Steam Deck OLED just dropped not too long ago, you know, a few months back. So it just seems like, because I've never seen this many just straight up just handheld gaming devices just coming back to back. You know, usually you'd hear about it being dropped by like a large company like Sony or, you know, Nintendo or stuff like that. But there's a lot of companies, even this other company called Aya Neo, I believe it's called, and they have a device called with the slide. It looks like it looks like the T-Mobile Sidekick from back in the day. So I just wanted to ask y'all, is this showing like what the mobile gaming will look like in the future? What do you guys think about that? I'm gonna throw it to you first, Viking.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think people, whenever they think of mobile gaming, aside from your cell phone or your Nintendo Switch, right, which is a proprietary device. Can't really play all games, but just some of them, just the Nintendo joints. But I think the handheld, the PC handhelds, are definitely going to reach into the share of gaming laptops, right? Because most people wanted a laptop so they can go on the go and play games. But with things like from the ROG Ally experience, like I can hook up my mouse and keyboard to it, and I can hook it back up to a monitor, right, or my TV, and it's flawless, man. Like,
That's crazy.
you know what I mean? Like I can do everything with that I could with, and that's the thing. It's not just a handheld; it is a fucking PC,
Right.
on the go.
Yeah.
You know
Running
what I mean?
Windows. Yeah.
They even have 4090s or 4070s that you can, or is it 4060 that you can plug into the ROG Ally to give it more power, right? And then that way you can have like a docking system. Like when I'm at my monitor, I want it running good, right? And then whenever I want to just take it off of the dock, I can go game at my Nana's house, you know what I mean, and do it that way, or take it to work for my lunch break. I 100% think that they've hit a good market. And Nintendo, people are saying it's going to eat into the Nintendo share. I don't think it's not going to. No. Nintendo is fucking Nintendo, bro. Like
that is a handheld,
right?
That is it. Like for most people, sure.
Yeah. But I'm curious as to where it goes because we're at the infancy of the handheld for PC, right? The Steam Deck is good in its own use case because it has to be Steam Deck verified, but it runs Linux, so it's harder to get other game clients on it. It's doable, but again, it's Linux, and if you're not tech savvy,
right,
you're not getting it, right? But the handheld, man, I love my ROG Ally. I like the Legion Go because these are expensive machines, right?
For sure.
They're going to have to find a way. If I get stick drift on my ROG Ally, bro, I'm kind of fucked.
Yeah, you
right?
have to get it repaired.
But the Legion Go has just like the Switch has those, you can take off the
detachable Joy-Con-esque,
the Joy-Con-esque joints, right? So like if one of them does get stick drift, I could just buy another set. Still money, still sucks, but whatever. But the fascinating part is their PCs on the go, which I never thought I'd see in my lifetime, and it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Right. I'm all for it, man. More ways I can play my games in different situations, man. 100% for it.
Nice. Yeah. What do you think about it, Skellington?
I actually am very impressed with the PC handheld market and stuff like that, just because the power that you're getting in those handhelds is pretty crazy. Like to think you can play that mobily. Now, don't be wrong, like I don't think it's at this point, I don't think it's a true handheld just because of battery life.
Right.
You're not getting the battery life. Like, let's just be honest. You're just not. And that's okay, because when you're docking that thing, you're getting a full-on like PC. So I'm okay with the battery life being trash now. But in like the next couple of years, dude, I feel like these PC handhelds are going to be fucking booming, and they're going to get cheaper. Like, I think they're going to get cheaper and better as the years go on, just because technology just gets better. And I feel like, and I'm actually in the debate right now because I want a gaming laptop. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And I still want that, because the only difference between me getting that and one of these handhelds is power. Honestly, it just comes down to just power, like graphics and just everything else like that. But shit, like if Viking was saying you can hook up a 4060 to one of these handhelds, it's like, dang, then
yeah.
I kind of don't need that big PC. Like, don't need that laptop. Like, someone would be very well equipped with one of these PCs, and I'm all for it as well. And I'm all for it as long as there is a Switch around. As long as they don't take over the handheld market. I don't want to be paying thousands of dollars for a handheld. I'm not going to lie. Like, that sounds crazy. If it didn't dock into a PC system, I'd be tripping, because that's a shit ton of money. But the fact that you can, and that's just amazing to me. Honestly.
Yeah, and that's a great point that you brought up too, because I'm in that similar predicament. Because my old gaming laptop has kicked the bucket. It's too old now, and I'm in the market for finding another gaming laptop. But man, it's hard to look at these $600-700 mobile PCs. You know what I mean? Doing the same thing, pretty much what I want to do with it. The only thing that it stopped, the reason that I didn't get it this past December is that I can't really code on the. You know what I'm saying? ROG Ally. You know what I'm saying? So I need the actual screen, but it's like a definite, like really, really great product right now, man. And speaking of which, with that being said, I'm gonna ask. Obviously, Xbox is already in this market to have their stuff, placed onto these devices. Do you think that PlayStation will be soon to follow? I'm gonna start it off with you, Skellington.
Soon to follow Xboxes as far as putting everything on it
and making their things like accessible from these mobile devices, because we saw the report of where they're potentially trying to bring their content on the other devices to kind of try to bolster their monies.
I don't think they're gonna, and they are already missing the ball. They're missing with the portable thing they just dropped. So that's where I'm like, if they would have dropped, that would have had me hyped if they would have dropped the actual portable something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like they kind of already dropping it, and like we've talked about before, just they're gonna have to get their own client on PCs, and then you're gonna have to get that client on the mobile things as well. So if they come out with that client, and you can get that on like your mobile things, then that might be something.
Yeah,
that might be something.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I think that there's two ways they can go. One I think is not as good as the other, but one way they could do it is they could build their own proprietary portable device like they did with the PSP, right? But judging by how much they charge for like the VR and even the board, it would probably be well outside of everybody's buying threshold,
right?
Because I can see something like that being $800.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking $800.
Yeah, and that seems crazy to me to do that. However, or they can build their own PC client, and then it's accessible on all those devices that run PC or run Windows, right?
I would love that, honestly. If they came out with their client and I could play stuff mobile too, playing mobile, I want it.
Yeah,
I want it.
Ghost Status tells, am I planning to get a Steam Deck or a ROG this year? Can you play Game Pass on Steam Deck? Or is it easier to do on a ROG? So to do it on a ROG is just like how you would do on a PC. You download, I think it's already, the Xbox app is on there, you sign in, and then there you go. With the Steam Deck, however, I think you have to actually download Windows and then do that whole thing because it's a Linux system, and then you can bring on Game Pass. I could be wrong. I watched a tutorial on how to do it, but while I was deciding
stuff, you don't have to do like partition type stuff.
Yes.
Oh God, I'm not trying to do all that.
Yeah.
Not that that's crazy, but
now the systems might have changed nowadays since the Steam Deck was out of here, but this was before when I was like deciding between a ROG and a Steam Deck. Right.
Yeah. Fuzzy said he had something about that on there too in the chat.
Yeah. What?
He says he's extremely happy with his Steam Deck. He said he added the Edge browser to it on Game.
Oh, okay. To do cloud, right? So you're not to do cloud. That's fine, but natively, you won't be able to download or the games on there. So that's why I went with the ROG Ally. To me that just made, because I play Steam games, but I like my other clients as well, like Diablo's, like from my battle.net account. Like I got games on other clients that I wanted to play. So but somebody, I think Fuzzy brought up about the PC handhelds in the future. So much So much so, we may see a portable Xbox Series S level or slightly better. Listen, I got destroyed on Twitter for bringing that shit up. I was like, yo, it would be so dope if the next iteration of Xboxes, instead of going Series S, Series X, you can do like the Series Next or whatever. That's your big box, right? Premium. Or you can do and you can do on side of that a handheld that's still dockable, similar to the ROG, right? And like your big daddy would be, your $600 machine, and then you can also have that as a $500 machine if you could make it so to where it's a plug and play. It's not PC centric or Windows centric. It's pretty much an Xbox that's handheld. Like, yo, I think, and sell those motherfuckers at a loss, because you're going to get engagement like crazy from those things, man. Like, and you'll have people double dipping as well, right? You'll have people that buy the big daddy, the Next, and you'll have people that buy the handheld for on the go. Like, I don't think you can lose with that, to be honest. And I got fucking obliterated into space on Twitter for bringing that up. I still think it's a good idea, fuck boys.
I don't think that's too bad of an idea. I still just am iffy on having two of anything. It's kind of why I like PlayStation, but until they make pro versions. But when they initially release, it's just one. And it's like I don't want to. My whole thing about having two things, I don't want anyone to be able to shit on someone. It's like, I see with that Series S, you see the big guy, and it's like, but that's kind of how business works, I suppose,
if I ever catch one of you Xbox dudes shitting on other people because you got an X and they got an S, I'm blocking you.
I'm sure that, especially when it first dropped.
Oh yeah,
when it first dropped, I know
the
it
most
was like
petty
that.
shit ever, bro. Like, people afford what they can afford, and and some people are frugal. It's like, I just want to run my shit at 1080 or 1440p. I'm cool on everything else. Like,
you remember when that iPhone SE came out? Everybody was like, "Whoop, you get those, you hurt."
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn near looks like that with 15 and 15 Pros and just stuff like that. Kind of the same thing. I got a Pro. I'm joking.
Mitchy Poo says, but wouldn't the disparity between the premium big box console and the handheld be too large? So Microsoft is in a unique situation to where they can lost lead for a long time, right? They are a almost $3 trillion corporation. If they want these to get in everybody's hands, because they know they make more money on the back end, as far as games being sold, Game Pass subscriptions, whatever, they lock you into that ecosystem. I don't think they really care about losing money on the console sales at all. You know what I mean? They just want to lock you into the ecosystem or the subscription service.
I think it just really comes down to how much that handheld would cost. I think that's what it would come down.
I mean, even if they were both the same, you get your big daddy for $6, your handheld, produce less handheld.
Wait. I'm about to say, wait. The same price. They do the same things. They have the same specs.
No. So you can't. You're just like the X and S, right? The S is like 1080 to 1440p. Usually, they try to do the 60 frames, but sometimes it's 30. If you do the same thing with a handheld, right? Imagine the Baby S as a handheld, and you still got your Series X, right? But since it's a handheld and that hardware costs a little bit more since it's so small, they'll probably be priced around the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not buying that handheld. That's just me personally.
Nah, not that expensive.
Not even close.
Nope.
So yeah, what y'all I gave my thoughts. I think everybody gave their thoughts, or
so.
Yeah, okay. Well, guys, hold on. Mitchy Poo got some other shit. If people are hating people with cheaper hardware, then you are Jason Whitlock, motherfucker. Go, you've been crazy today, bro. Mitchy Poo says it's a great in theory, but yeah, you'll get developers complain that it requires more work to develop on two different console specs. That's untrue, man. When everything went to x86, right? You don't have developers complaining. It's not. I'm not getting at you, Midgie Poo. It's just this narrative that's kind of out there. Kay Asante brought it up on the show. That was really, really informative. Then now that everything went to x86, you have the same situation to where developers don't worry about if it runs better, not if it runs better, but developing for a PC with a 2080 as much as a 4090, right? Like there's generations in GPUs, but there's not. Like when it's on Steam, you see the minimal specs, and most 2080s can 1080s still can run pretty much everything at a lower spec, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So that they're doing the same thing with consoles nowadays.
I can't even lie. Them lower specs is hurting, bruh. I'm on the lower spec side. It's not fun. It's costing literally 30 frames sometimes. Like I'm not.
But on a handheld, you won't have to worry about that too much, because I play most of my games at 90p, and I'm still getting about 50 to 60 frames, and you can't tell the difference on that smaller screen, if that makes sense. Like if it's blown up on a 32 inch, then I could tell, right? But if it's, that 7-inch, 8-inch screen, 900p looks fucking phenomenal, especially when it's running 50, 60 frames, depending on the game.
I'd have to see it from my eyes personally.
Next time you come over, bro, I'll pull that bad thing out, play some Starfield on it.
It may even be that your ROG may be running 1080p actually, because I think, what is it? It's like 9.
No, you can run
20 by 1080.
No, you can run 1080p on it. I just like to. There's they just added the BioWare for it, but the new BIOS update, to where you can have it set to 900p. That way you're getting better frames. You can't have it 1080p, but you're going to get less frames from it. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it in the TDP settings?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I run that shit at 900, bro. I'm golden. It's super good. So yeah, man. Did y'all have any thoughts on that?
Nah, man. I think that I may buy a ROG Ally, man. Either that or a cheap laptop this year.
Okay.
So
or look at that Legion Go too, man.
It's, to be honest, like that's in the third place for me. It's going to be either Steam Deck OLED, due to having a better battery life. But the ROG Ally, man, with that variable refresh rate, is looking real good, and it has a higher resolution screen, even though it's IPS and it's not OLED. So, but it's just it's going to be either between the Steam Deck or the ROG.
Yeah. I think those are probably the best. I just don't want malfunctions with that Switch-esque thing. Like I just don't want more things to possibly break. And I think it's cool though. I think you can use it like a standing mouse as well if you need to.
Yeah.
I was like, that's tight as fuck. Like I think that is cool.
It's super innovative, man. Yeah. Like, they thought about all the bells and whistles. I don't know how it runs though. You know what I mean? But yeah. So yeah, man, that is the show. Damn, boys, it was a good one today. As soon as I get off the internet, I'm clipping Blaqq Skellington running away from the cops, bro. I'm gonna add sounds to the background.
You go Looney Tunes it.
Yeah, I have to go back and watch that because I don't even know what I look like or anything,
bro.
I have no idea.
We gonna talk about it after this. Bro.
Oh shit, bro. Actually, I'll get your permission to post it before. We'll go back and look at it. I'll get you. It was funny though. I'm glad you're okay. Everybody, thanks for being here. Hit that like button, share it out. 5,000 subs, that's the goal. We're trying to give away good shit to all the boys and girls out in the world, bro. And to y'all. Give back to y'all, man. Anytime you guys have any donations, like Bladestone, hit us up, man. We'll take it. We'll give it back. If you're feeling charitable, you know what I mean? I'm a beg for the charity stuff, just like that reporter was begging for Xbox games. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do the same.
Or just like that community team was begging for some help from Bobby.
That's right, begging for help from Bobby. Everybody begging for something.
Yeah, it's our turn.
It's our turn, baby. We begging. We out here begging, not for us, but for y'all and for everybody out there in the world. We Gucci, we good. You know what I mean? We trying to spread the wealth. You know what I mean? Spread that love of gaming to everybody. You know, Blaqq Skell. Let the people know where to find you, man.
I go by Blaqq Skellington with 2 Qs. If you saw my antics today, you can catch me on my YouTube channel. I will be doing. I won't be doing that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the fuck happened. I still don't really know. But that was glad y'all got to see another side of me. But you can catch me on my YouTube channels. I'm streaming usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, either 12 noon or 12 Central or 7 Central. But you can catch me on there. I'll be streaming tomorrow, probably playing Lethal Company. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all you guys.
Nova, what you got, man?
I go by Supernova. You can find me by the tag that you see on the screen on X. Hopefully all of you guys and gals have had a good new year. Obviously it was a safe one if we seeing y'all here tonight, so welcome y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and at the end of the day, don't be too proud to beg, man. You know what I'm saying? TLC done showed us that, you know what I mean? So yeah, go ahead. Get out here, you know? So do your thing, man. We'll catch y'all on the next episode.
Hey, man, I'm super appreciative. We got 39 people at the end, bro. I love it. Y'all was like, no, we need to see a little bit more of you. We love you for that. Thank you for being here. We're always going to try to keep it real with you. You know what I mean? We might have difference of opinions, but you know what? We're going to make people bend the knee. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make bets. Money bets. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. Supernova and Blaqq Skellington, all their stuff is in the description. Click on them. Follow them on Twitter. Sub to Blaqq Skellington's YouTube channel. Should be funny. And y'all, some of y'all know where to find me, but if you don't know, I'm the Black Viking. Catch me on Twitter talking that shit. And I'm the host of the Longhouse Podcast, man. We're gonna just keep it real, baby. If there's anything y'all want to see from the show, as far as interviewing developers of indie titles, we ain't that big yet. Or having people on the show, let us know, man. We're up for anything. You know what I mean? We're here for you. Keep the news, keep it trill. Not like that, that journalist out here.
He got you hot, bro.
Yeah, bro. Clickbaity.
Because it's so fucking early in the year, bro.
Stall him out, Debo. Stall him out.
Stall him out.
Well, yeah, man. Catch me on Twitter, man. I'll be on there in a second to get Blaqq Skellington running away from spiders, man. All right? Fuck with your boy.